see this kind of negativity online quite often, and I'm in a bit of a mood for a rant, so let's talk about it. I've seen the word trier being thrown about to be such a negative connotation or a negative way to describe someone. She's trying so hard to be a TikToker, she's trying so hard to be an influencer. And I find it really interesting because I would see that as a really positive thing. If a friend of mine said, like, you're trying so hard to become a TikToker, you're trying so hard to do UGC, I would see that as words of affirmation. I would see that as like, look at you, you're trying so hard, I'm so proud of you for going after what it is that you want. I don't know if it's a case that people see influencers and TikToks as a negative, or if they're seeing the trying as a negative. But regardless, I see it as, you would never say that about someone that wants to become a doctor. You would never say like, oh, look at her, she's trying so hard to be a doctor. She's literally like going to all of these doctors' jobs. It's really embarrassing. Because if someone wanted to become a doctor, I would like to think they would be doing everything in their power to become a doctor. I'm raising 2 children, a boy and a girl, and quite frankly, they're only 3 and 1, and I could not give a damn what it is that they actually grew up to want to do in their lives. I don't care what their GCSE and A-level results are. I don't care if they go to university or not. I don't care if they go into sport. I don't care if they go into acting. I don't care if they decide to become an influencer or a doctor or a lawyer. All I care about is that I have been the example to instill the confidence in them to try at anything that they want to try and put their mind to. And I would see that as the biggest achievement at all. I don't care if my child comes first in a race or if they come last. I care if they like put their all into it, or they tried, if they wanted to win that race, that they actually tried to win it. Same goes for influencing. I don't care if somebody has 1 million followers or 1,000 followers. All I care about is if they're passionate about it, if they want to do it. I don't actually know who I feel more sad for, these young influencers that are getting hate online. Influencers even including myself, and I wouldn't classify myself an influencer or a TikToker. I just share a lot about my life. But I don't know who to feel more sorry for, the people that are getting hate online for trying to do something that they want to do, or the people that are probably not trying to do what they want to do in life and are too busy sitting behind a computer keyboard or speaking to strangers online, tearing down what other people are trying to set their minds to. I find that incredibly sad, and if I were able to speak to these haters directly, I would tell them to spend more time and put more energy into trying to achieve something of their own instead of tearing down people that are putting their heart and soul into something that makes them happy. I see trying as a really healthy thing to do, and yes, I have actually posted an array of different topics on my TikTok page because, as I say, I actually am not an influencer. I just like to share a little thing or two about my life, and I am a human being, so I have lots of different sides to myself, and I don't just post about making money, and I don't just post about budgeting. When I renovated my house, I did also share that as well, and that's just because I'm passionate with content creation and sharing things online and making connections with like-minded people. I certainly don't share this type of content to receive hate online or to piss anybody off. I just share it to make connections with people, as I've said. What I would be scared of is the people out there that actually don't try at anything that they set their minds to. And I genuinely believe if you are someone that tries at anything, no matter what it is, you are not the type of person that I am referring to here in spreading these types of comments. You're not the type of person that's going to end up bitter and a troll and just basically jealous of anyone that you see doing anything that they set their mind to. I have seen comments tearing young girls' appearances down, calling them vain, calling them self-centered just because they're putting up a few makeup tutorials. I have seen people actually mock others just for going out and filming a couple of fashion videos. But if they want to be a fashion influencer or they want to get into modelling, the world is at our opportunities with social media. So how else would you advise these people to do it? I want to ask you trolls out there, if you had a young daughter or a teenage daughter who wanted to become an influencer, would you roll your eyes at them and say, oh, get a proper job? Or would you show them love and support? I would really hope that it would be the latter, and I would hope that other people then don't troll your daughter for trying to do something that excites them. Like, I am a mother of 2 young children and I have passions. Of course I'm going to try. I am doing anything in my power to build success in my life, to be a really great role model for my children. And I just think that's an amazing thing. Like, I'm actually giving my children something to aspire to and showing them a real example of what it takes to go after your dreams, rather than be bitter and bring other people down for going after their dreams. just a thought. So if you're ever one of those people that have tried to tear down influencers or TikTokers or Instagrammers and made fun of them, you really need to ask yourself if this is coming purely from a place of enjoying being hateful to one another, or if it's coming from a place of resentment because you are not trying hard enough in your own life to go after anything that actually fills you with joy.